Magandang araw mga ka-GSS at nandito pa tayo sa Dubai. Ang mga kasama natin ngayon ay isang visionary entrepreneur dito sa Dubai at actually siya yung napili natin maging mukha ng GSS dito sa Dubai. Ma'am Joanna is officially ngayon lang finally na-finalize natin to. Kinikilabutan ako actually habang sinasabi ko to. Is a community ambassador. She's representing the brand in Dubai. So maraming salamat ma'am at alam kong ang dami mo rin ginagawa, 'di ba? To give your time for us is such a pleasure and honored for us.
Thank you so much, Vic.
So pag-usapan natin, ito excited ako dito sa magiging kwentuhan natin So ang layo na lang narating mo at alam kong malayo pa ang mararating mo, 'di ba? So pag-usapan lang natin, saan ka lumaki? Yung childhood mo lang. So rough, saan lumaki at anong pangarap ni Ma'am Joanna nung bata?
I was born in Manila.
Okay.
I have a very simple family. Dalawa lang kami magkapatid. My parents are together. When I was young, bahay eskwela. Ganun lang.
Mabait na bata.
Mabait na bata. Doon kami. Ganun lang. Wala akong makwento anything. Like, just when I'm having a conversation with my husband, when we're gathering, like, yung ginawa nila, nag-cut sila. Wala akong masabi. Because I'm a good girl.
Okay, so school bahay na bata. Anong pangarap? Nung bata ka, ano talaga yung dream mo?
Well, I don't know. When I was young,
Yeah.
to be honest, I started setting goals when I got here.
Okay.
When I was young, I just go with the flow because I know I'm so pampered. I have yayas, I have drivers. My mom cooks for me. Of course, I know how to cook as well. But pero I learned from them. We have a small business as well. Pero hindi naman. My dad's employed, my mom's a housewife. Napakasimple lang ng buhay namin.
At least may yaya. Masarap ang buhay. May yaya, may driver, right?
We're comfortable, but I'm not really I'm not really putting myself into setting goals.
Okay.
I don't know how to set goals.
Yeah. So,
Let's see.
So, okay. So, ano yung saan ka nag-aral at anong school ng tao? University-wise?
I studied in St. Scholastica's College from prep to grade 7.
Yeah.
And then college, I went to College of St. Bened.
Wow. Kaya pala.
So, di ba? Iniisip ko lang dati kung ano susuotin ko the following.
Ang sarap naman ng problema. Yung damit yung susuotin yung problema. Okay. So, pinangarap mo ba na mag-abroad before nung nag-aaral ka pa? Hindi. Okay. So, pag-usapan natin. So, nakapagtapos ka sa napakagandang eskwelahan. Ano yung naging first job mo?
I worked in American Airlines.
So, that's the first ever job?
My first job. I was an admin officer.
Okay.
It's so great kasi I was sent to the US just for training.
Nice.
For Excel. That was before the 9/11.
Okay.
And then, nung nangyari yun, American Airlines became like a travel agency na lang. They removed all the benefits of employees.
Okay. So, isa ka sa natamaan?
Oo. So, umalis ako. Nag-work ako sa call center.
Okay. So dito sa Ireland company, ilang taong ka dito? Nagtrabaho? Not even a year?
Maybe 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unang sweldo, naalala mo pa? Magkano? Tagal. Parang ang tagal na talaga.
Maybe 15,000.
15,000?
Yeah.
Anong unang binili mo sa sweldo mo?
Nakalimutan ko, before that, I was working na pala while studying.
Okay, so you're working student then?
No, this is my official job after.
Yeah.
But kasi, meron akong parang agent na discover ako. They needed, yung nagbebenta sa duty free.
Okay.
Ng liquor.
Kasi nandun kayo, parang yung beauty mo, pang Miss Universe na kasi.
Ay, prepot mo yun dati. Kasi nagbebenta ako ng pundador dati.
Di pa, ito yung mga kalendaryong
Hindi pala fundador. Allied Domic Philippines, yung Carlos Primero. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Competitor ko yung I was selling fundador as well. I have several brands. Ang maganda yung uniform namin, parang FA.
Okay.
So I was working na. I was studying at the same time. Hindi na ako humingi ng allowance sa daddy ko.
Ang bait na bata. Okay. So after yung first job, duty free. Sa second job yung
Second job yung
airline.
Yung airline.
Oo.
Yung official job.
Yung kasi kumbaga full time na tapos na mag-aaral di ba? So experience dito sa unang job, doon na lang, so, matagal ba to yung pagiging sa sales sa duty free?
Hindi, siguro 1 year din.
Okay.
And then I stopped nung gagraduate.
Okay. So in terms of, obviously, naging, kumbaga, sa experience kasi sa career, di ba? Ang daming, hindi naman naturo sa eskwelahan to, di ba? So ang daming mong matututunan na hindi naturo sa eskwelahan, kahit gano'ng kagandang eskwelahan pinag-aralan.
Yeah.
Dito sa kahit isang taon, may naalala ka ba na, kumbaga, challenges, maybe apart from obviously, di ba, na tatanggal, nag-redundance kasi sila after the 9/11, right? So mawawalan ka ng trabaho. Before that, ano yung sa tingin mo naging challenging part ng pagtatrabaho doon sa airline? Nagkaroon ka ba ng...
No.
Wala? Puro...
To be honest, I'll be honest with you, Vic.
Oo.
I just realized life
Yeah.
when I got here.
Okay. So yung mga nakaraan talagang parang okay lang
I'm
ako.
just
Getting the experience.
playing it by ear, just enjoying life.
Okay.
And then I had a boyfriend that time.
Yeah.
We were in a relationship for 6 years.
Wow.
And he's the same as me na strict
Walang pangarap.
parents, wala.
Parang go with the flow. What it comes, just the next day we're fine. Di ba?
And then I
Ato mo
met
lang.
my husband.
Okay.
Then everything changed.
Okay. So, ito na yung transition na ba to?
Ito na yung
So, transition ng papunta ng Dubai. So, okay. So, paano dumating yung opportunity sa'yo para makapunta ng Dubai?
Okay. Before that,
Okay.
I worked in a call center. I met this guy. Na husband ko na ngayon.
Okay.
My boyfriend ako. My girlfriend siya.
Okay. Third party, baka mamaya, ano ba, talk show ba to?
No, ganun yung story.
Di ba? Parang ganda, di ba? So, podcast, bata, ilang taon ka na to?
Hanggang taon ba ako? 20.
Bata pa, di ba? So, first point pa rin ba yung first relationship mo with the other guy? Which is, yun yung first boyfriend mo?
Hindi.
Ay, look at, sabi lang, like, so,
Anyway, yeah, so this guy, to make the long story short, he left his girlfriend. Tapos ako, nakipag-breaking boyfriend ko sa akin. Siyempre, hindi ako
nalaman,
nakipag-break.
hindi ka naman nahuli.
Na-feel niya lang.
Sige. So, baka mapanood niya to. Sorry naman.
Hindi, mababasa niya rin. So, I know, to make the long story short, we became together. Yeah, me and my husband, si Ryan. Just to give you a background, si Ryan, his environment is completely opposite as mine.
Okay.
But I chose to be him because I found my knight in shining armor.
Okay. Wow.
You know what I mean?
Oo.
Tapos, yung mga times kasi na yun, I can't decide for myself. Yung, alam mo yun, I always rely on my parents. Siya, sobrang, smart, independent. He experienced all the tough things in life.
Galing.
So, siya yung nagturo sa akin.
Oo.
Kaso, he opened the doors na rin na hindi na ako uwi, and maggalera kami. My parents realized na nagre-rebelde ako.
Okay. Which is normal naman, di ba?
Which is
So,
normal.
only child ka ba?
Hindi, dalawa kami.
Okay.
Pero only daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I understand. I totally understood. Why now?
Yeah.
Kasi, pero dati I don't.
Di ba? Part ng ano yun ng
True.
pagkabataan. So, pero ngayon may anak ka na, siyempre, iba, di ba?
Obviously, ayaw nila sa boyfriend ko.
Okay.
So, they're trying to split us. They're trying to split us. Papadala ako sa US. We decided to get married.
Okay.
Secretly.
Okay.
And then we went to Dubai.
Sa Manila City Hall ba yan? Yung pumunta ka sa
Quezon City. Quezon City.
Oh yeah, take notes sa yung secret marriage para sa mga kalod na hindi pa kasal dyan. Yun yung magiging papel niyo.
Yun yung story.
So, nakaka-resonate ako dyan.
And then our life became, of course, it was tough. We're super comfortable in the Philippines. Kasi pagdating dito, we had to live in a
Okay.
2-bedroom flat with 22 people.
Wow.
Ano yun? Parang,
Okay. So, that's the first time ever na kumaga, may alis ka sa parents mo eh.
yeah.
Na, nakasama si mag-asawa na kayo, di ba? So, dahil sa pagkakasik SM, secret marriage, di ba? So,
Hindi nila alam. They just found
kaya nga, so, bakit na SM, di ba?
correct.
Okay, so nandito ka na sa Dubai. Pinakamahirap maliban dun sa sinasabi mo ngayon na, okay, may sariling kwarto ka sa Pilipinas, may driver ka, may yaya ka. Ngayon matutulog ka na parang, okay, wow. It's a big, kumbaga,
Culture shock.
oo, diba? So, ano yung naisip mo ngayon? Habang nandito ka,
Ngayon?
that time.
At that time.
Diba, na parang, siyempre, ibang-iba eh. Iba yung buhay mo sa Pilipinas. Ngayon, biglang, tama ba yung decision ko o hindi? Diba? Parang may ganun eh.
Of course, there were times na nagdadalawang isip ako. But I'm so grateful that my husband was my strength talaga that time.
Oo.
I don't know. I just saw that whatever he was in the past, it's just temporary.
Okay.
And malakas ang loob niya. And he's a risk taker.
Okay.
So I took the risk of embracing him.
Okay. Just go tayo. Together.
Let's go together.
Tulungan.
Tulungan.
Oo.
And that synergy helped us
Okay.
go.
Wow.
You know.
So, umalis ka nang hindi maganda yung terms sa parents mo. Correct? Kasi parang hindi mo sinundan yung gusto nilang mangyari sa'yo. Which is pag-uusapan natin maya-maya ng konti yan. Nandito ka na at si husband, sige, maghahanap tayo ng trabaho. So, ano yung, siyempre, kailangan mo maghanap ng trabaho dahil dalawa na kayo. Wala pa kayong anak noon.
Wala.
Okay. So, bagong mag-asawa, nandito na kayo. Maraming yan. Okay lang. Kasi medyo siguro, sa'yo, sa tingin ko lang, I'm just reading between the line. Ang nasa isip mo doon, wala pang regret siguro na hindi mo sinunod yung parents mo that time kasi parang hindi mo man gusto pero mas naibabaw yung ipaglaban mo yung asawa mo.
Yeah.
Tama.
Exactly.
So, but then, obviously, pinag-uusapan dito yung future na eh. Diba? So, sa tingin ko, karamihan, pag nandiyan yung sitwasyon, ang isang hawak na hawak mo lang o pinaghahawakan mo para mapakita mo sa kanila na I made the right decision.
Yes.
That's a revenge sa parents na I made this decision and I can prove it to you.
Yes.
This is the right decision.
Yes.
But for now, yan yung baon ko. Ano yung gagawin ko rito? That's the question eh. So, anong unang trabaho mo dito?
I worked in Virgin Megastore.
So, swerte dahil, office ulit?
Hindi, ano siya, yung sa mall.
Okay, so sa sales? So,
Sales.
sa sales?
Sales, oh.
Okay. Experience mo sa sales kasi, di ba, sabi ko nga, pag isang negosyante ka daw at nasa sales ka, somehow yung sales may power ka to whatever the product that you're trying to sell na conversion. So, di ba? So, pag nasa business ka, dapat magaling ka sa sales kasi nandun yung pera sa sales.
Exactly.
Di ba? Kung nasaan ka ngayon, ano yung pagiging salesperson mo dito sa Dubai? Kumbaga naging part din ng buwan, malaking part yun in my opinion. Kumbaga naging baon mo, naging mold yun para mas gumaling ka pa, di ba? Kasi pag nasa sales ka, sabi ko nga ang dami mong taong nakakausap, di ba? Iba-ibang kultura, lalo dito sa Dubai, di ba? Hindi lahat Pilipino yung client.
True.
Sa tingin ko, ang laking training ground mo para kung nasaan ka ngayon, di ba? To be a successful kasi para sa akin, pinagdaanan yun talaga lahat.
But to be honest, Vic, I look at it this way. Whatever happened to me there, it did not mold me now.
Okay.
Because I have the power to switch.
Okay.
I switched it one day
Okay.
when I made that decision. Kasi ano ba minibenta ko nung wala? Laptop.
Okay.
Phone.
Okay.
It's just talking to people. I know it helped me.
Yeah.
Of course, but it's not.
The convincing power. Kasi for me, if you can convince someone to buy the laptop, for example, sa akin ako, dati nagtitinda ako ng balot di ba? Nung college ako, nagdadala ako ng balot sa Manila
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't be ashamed of doing that, di ba? So,
That's good.
sales is, ang dami kong pinagdaanan Sabi ko nga, kung hindi ko na nabilang, yung lagapak na, kasi hindi ako negosyante, pero ang alam ko lang, lahat tayo siguro, maraming mindset dun sa mga nagtitinda, karinderya, taxi business, jeepney, tarpaulin friends, lahat yan pinagdaanan ko. Pero sa sales, in my opinion, that's the biggest thing. Kasi bago ako working student din ako diba? Nagtitinda ako, tapos after ng college, nag-sales person ako sa SM, Mega Mall. Ang tagal ko dyan sa mga taga Mega Mall, baka may nanonood, diba? So, para sa akin yung mga pinagdaanan ko, tapos tama yung sinasabi mo diba? Na parang, minsan, ito lang yung product na binibenta mo. Ano namang kalalaman niya sa future ko Nung time na nagbebenta ka ng ako sapatos, apparel, yun yung binibenta namin sa W Brown, diba? So, ikaw, nagbebenta ng laptop, parang sabi mo nga, paano nag-switch at
That's another story.
Okay.
That's another story. Mamaya na.
Part 2.
Fast forward.
So, sige. So, nagtrabaho ko sa sales. Ilang taon to?
Hindi taon, 6 months lang.
6 months lang. So ano yung next job after that?
I'm so grateful that my husband was working for a parang art gallery.
Okay.
Tapos after that, naging sales siya sa isang furniture company. Kinuha niya lahat ng business cards ng boss niya.
Yeah.
And sinend niya yung CV ko.
Okay.
So, ganun kadaming company. And it landed in Mace International. It's a project management and construction company. They're looking for an HR assistant, which is my background.
Wow.
So, I got that job.
So that's, yun yung gusto mong gawin.
Yun yung gusto mong gawin.
Kasi yung sales parang, pwede na, di ba?
Well, it's just,
It is just
for
that,
the sake
for the sake,
visa.
tama.
Yeah.
So nakuha mo yung gusto mong trabaho, o ilang taon mo ginawa to?
14 years.
14 years. It can tell na gusto mo yung ginagawa mo, correct? But then, on that 14 years experience, ang daming roller coaster din yan. Hindi naman yan So, can you tell us, kumbaga, the biggest challenge that you ever experienced in this company?
So I was there for 14 years as I started as HR assistant and then I moved up into being HR advisor bago ako umalis.
Okay.
So ang challenges, it's ang masasabi ko ngayon because I'm an entrepreneur. Being an employee is so different from being in the business. And looking back dun sa mga challenges ko noon, akala ko sobrang
Wala pala, di ba?
it's just
Nothing
nothing.
Especially when you set up the company and then if you're running it, you got so many employees.
I was in HR. The things that happened to me is just the same. Payroll and then benefits. And I thought I was so confident because I do corporate induction in monthly or even bi-monthly basis. I talk to people
Yeah.
with all those confidence. Pag alis ko doon,
Yeah.
no, wala pala yun.
So sa corporate world kasi, I think mindset ng karamihan, di ba? If you really wanted to be an employees,
Yes.
such na para you're hoping for promotion. Obviously promotion, so when you get the things, okay, it's increase the salary, right?
Yeah.
So gradual yan. But then still pag na-hit mo na yung pinakamataas na positions, kasi hindi ka naman unless talagang okay, empowering the company. Kasi pwede ka rin naman maging mayaman sa corporate world.
Of course.
But it's really depending on the offer. So ano yung pinakamataas na position at na-achieve mo dito sa company?
HR advisor.
So hindi na bago yon.
Hindi nagbago.
So to dire-diretso yun, so but then obviously may increase yung salary, but then ibang-iba yon sa entrepreneur, di ba? So kumbaga sa akin, iba, but then in terms of time, so pag may sarili ka ng negosyo, may mga empleyado ka na, hindi na 9 to 5 yung trabaho, pero mas fulfill ka pag nagagawa mo na, oy, may mga umaasa sa akin. 'Di ba? So parang sa akin, mas malaki yung responsibilities. At the same time, pag pumalpak to, iba rin yung, 'di ba?
Yeah, because when you're an employee, pag pumalpak yung ginagawa ko, my boss will be
O, papagalitan ka lang.
My boss will be accountable. Free.
'Di ba?
Pero ngayon,
Ikaw
if I'm
'di ba?
all me,
Exactly. So, but then, okay, so ano yung natutunan mo sa 14 years na pagtatrabaho ang HR? Kasi, siyempre, ikaw yung nag-hiring di ba? So, ang dami mo pa rin nakakausap, pati hindi mo na binibentahan, binibigyan mo ng opportunity. Kaya ang sarap din maging HR, palagay ko, kasi siya dumadaan, nasasala mo, nakakausap mo pa rin lahat ng magiging empleyado di ba? Ano yung natutunan mo sa 14 years na pagtatrabaho as an HR?
when I left, I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I made a realization that I could have done better.
Okay.
Because the HR that I was doing in the past is just hiring and firing. There's no heart.
Okay. Yeah, kasi, di ba?
Now that we have our own company,
It's different, di ba?
it's different.
So, do you believe in
That's why my title is Chief Heart Officer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Di ba? Kasi, para sa akin, di ba, na pag sarili mo na yung kumpanya, somehow, di ba, parang, my goodness, iba
Diba?
Iba, di ba? Parang, somehow, may attachment, di ba? Na parang, if you're gonna, you hire these people, hoping that, di ba, we will grow together, correct?
Sure.
But then, when come to the point that hindi kumikita o hindi ka nagpo-produce, di ba? Yun Kasi kung hindi ka nagpo-produce sa companies, di ba, kahit gaano ka kagaling at wala ka namang, hindi mo na fulfill yung, di ba, yung kailangan na ibigay mo sa company, more likely, masasak ka, di ba, mateterminate o mafa-fire ka. But then, for us as an, di ba, entrepreneur, parang kailangan di ba? Kailangan gawin, but then obviously, you have to be firm na wala yung emotion doon sa kasi kawawa di ba? Parang yun kagad ang maiisip mo di ba? Parang, if you're firing someone, That's the hardest bit of the business. Diba? Kasi
Hard, but
it is. Diba? Na parang,
it's
ay, tayo din naman diba? Nung nang-empleyado tayo,
yeah.
din
So
naman.
it's hiring and firing, but yung pinaka-importante dun is in between.
Yeah.
That's what I did not focus on in the past. In culture.
Okay.
I'm a culture champion right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that's what we're trying to maintain in our company.
Galing.
Now we have 80 employees and we make sure that people who join us share the same values that we do. Para they will thrive in their work as well.
Wonderful.
So we always put our people first. Yun.
Different culture ba to? O yung 80 employees mo? So, yeah. But this is more Filipino, so different culture.
It's 60% Filipinos,
Okay,
40% different nationalities.
Yeah, so that's, that's di ba parang may adjustment, diba? So, dito sa pagiging entrepreneur, yung transition natin, gusto ko lang makita kung paano, obviously, umalis ka na. Ano yung naging rules mo in terms of starting the new business? Na, kasi yung iba, sinasabi nila, rule of thumb, mayroon ka dapat 6 months. Na whatever happened to the business, survive ka ng 6 months. That's the rule. O yung iba naman, yung future, in my case kasi parang, okay na yata yung kalendaryo ko next year. Okay na ba yan? So, pwede na tayo mag full-time yan kasi nakikita mo na yung kalendaryo yung papasok.
Yeah.
Yun yung iba. Pero sa business kasi, yung iba, sinasabi niya, okay, mag-start tayo maliit, which is okay na talagang mas maganda kasi kukunti mo tatalo Pag maliit yung inumpisahan mo, maliit yung kapital, di ba? Pero at least, dapat alam mo at saka gusto mo yung gagawin mo. That's important. At least you started, di ba? Pero not necessarily mag-resign ka dun sa trabaho mo. In your case, ano nangyari?
In our case, so I'm saying our because it's me and my husband. He started the business in 2019. I did not resign yet.
Yeah,
So I'm still in the company. So yung sahod ko, yung para sa
Invest to the company?
no, yung sahod ko yung para sa
Sa business o sa household?
para sa household, para
Sa
email.
Okay, tama.
But before he started the business, we really made sure that meron kasi siyang, he was in the same industry for 7 years. So inipon namin for a year yung commissions niya for capital.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, 2020 came, I resigned.
Okay.
And then pandemic hit.
Oh my goodness.
But we made sure that we have 6 months worth. Yun yung sinabi mo.
Tama, di ba? So,
We have funds.
yeah.
We
At
really
least,
funded it.
you're not worrying about 6 months. Kasi, tinan mo, if this is the thing sa akin na dapat alam, pero dapat gawin pa rin, di ba? Kasi once na nandoon yun, sa tingin ko, okay At tapos, pangalawa, hindi mo tinodo yung perang ipon mo. Pero at least nakapag-umpisa ka. That's important Na kahit anong mangyari, in 6 months, mag-click man yung business or hindi,
Tao.
oo, okay tayo.
Okay tayo.
Diba?
So we did that.
Okay, ang
We
galing.
did that.
So,
And we also made sure na may funds
Yeah.
top of the 6-month salary.
yeah, kasi may contingency fund, emergency fund, di ba? So, yun
So
yun.
we did that also. So
Ang
thanks
galing
saka
naman.
ako nag-resign.
Okay, so saan mo natutunan yung mga dapat maglaan ng ganito, maglaan ng ganito? Pero kasi sa akin, in the early stage, hindi ko alam yun. Natutunan ko lang yun, may mentor na ako. Pero before, I was just, okay, may pera ko. Sige, invest. Aggressive ako I don't know, for some reason. Basta ang alam ko, pag nilagay ko yung pera dyan, babalik yan Pero, unfortunately, hindi lagi Di ba? Mas madalas natatalo. Kasi, for example, di ba? If you wanted to sell or get 10 clients, for example, paano ko mahanap yung 10 kliyente nang mag-i-invest ako ng pera? That 10 clients will revenue, let's say, for the sake of argument, 10,000.
Yeah.
So my budget for that, according to, hindi naman tayo marketing, this is natutunan lang natin to sa, di ba, is 10 to 20%. Okay, I'm happy to invest that money. Di ba? To get the 10,000, I have to invest maximum of 2,000. So yun yung parating sinusundan ko, maximum 20%. So mas maganda kung 10% lang kasi hindi masyadong mabigat. Di ba? So ikaw, yung kauna-unang negosyo mo, na itayo mo, nagtatrabaho ka pa, si husband nag-full-time agad dito? Okay.
Nag-full-time.
So anong business na na-put up nyo?
Cultivate, yung interior landscaping. Because he was in the same industry for 7 years.
Okay.
He was a general manager of our biggest competitor now, that time, and then he left.
Galing. Diba? Kasi pag nasa puso mo at alam mo yung ginagawa mo, kasi advantage yun Ito, diba? Kasi sabi ko nga, pag alam mo yung ginagawa mo, tapos nagtayo ka ng sarili, yun lang din gagawin mo Ang mag-iiba na lang, maaaring mas maraming oras. Pero pag mas maraming oras kang binigay sa company o sa negosyo mo, mas maraming pera.
Totoo.
Diba? So, in your case, pandemic dumating, pandemic-proof ba yung business nyo?
No, we got hit naman. Lahat naman napektuhan nag-delay lang yung mga payments. But wala kaming tinanggal, wala kaming binabaan ng sahod.
Galing.
We're so grateful na okay kami.
Yeah. So, after nun, so kailan mo naramdaman na aalis na ako dito? Kasi obviously, as you said, di ba? So, ala ko sa household, yung income ko dito, di ba?
Doon sa company.
Oo, nung nasa company ka, full-time ka na, di ba? So, binabayaran mo yung sarili mo from the company. Dapat, sweldohan mo kung magkano yung income mo dun sa trabaho mo dati, dapat magsweldo mo yun dun. So, kung manggagaling yun, so, kinikita mo na, di ba? Ibig sabihin. So, but then, obviously, to grow, ilang years bago nag-divest sa pangalang negosyo? O nag-expand ba? Ano yung ginawa niya?
So, you want me to know kung bakit ako umalis?
Hindi, di ba? Kasi parang sinabi mo, you're still doing, the business is already running with your husband
Yes,
full-time.
per year.
Per year, di ba? So a year.
1 year lang. 20.
Iles, ang galing naman.
Tapos 2020 sabi niya, pwede ka nang umalis.
Di ba?
Okay na tayo.
Sarap.
And then nag-pandemic.
Okay. So, kwento mo, dumating na yung pandemic, wala ka na sa trabaho, hindi ka naman pwede siguro bumalik, di ba?
Hindi.
Pero
Ayoko.
it is what? Nandito na tayo. Game, laban ulit, di ba?
Laban lang kami.
So, ano yung naging sekreto? I mean, lahat tayo tinamaan, di ba? Para sa amin, sa event, walang event eh. So, kayo, paano kayo nag-adapt?
He just kept going. He established himself in that industry.
Okay.
So, kilala na siya. We're grateful na sila na lang yung lumalapit sa amin that time. Kasi may mga clients na siya before. He just kept going.
Okay.
And I was just there.
Yeah.
Ito pa nangyari. I got pregnant.
Okay, so that's the first baby?
Second.
A second time. Okay,
Na
so
to.
second baby. Oh.
I have a 16 and a 5-year-old.
Ang layo ng gap. Bakit gano'n?
Financial crisis and pandemic. Alam mo na.
Oo. Ang galing. Okay. So, di ba, parang ang daming blessings biglang dumating. Okay na yung business. Tapos, again, there's another blessings, di ba?
I was working from home that time.
Yeah.
But we already got small projects those times. Yeah. And then, nung pwede na akong pumasok, laban ulit. Yeah.
Okay, so pero at least sa company na, di ba?
Company na.
Oo, so okay, so ilang taon bago kayo nag-start mag-expand or bago mag-divest?
Siguro after 4 years,
So you started another business?
we started another business.
Okay, so di ba? Diversify na.
This is the fiberglass manufacturing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Galing.
It happened kasi we provide the plants, artificial and live plants to commercial spaces, commercial projects.
Okay.
So, obviously, ang gusto ng customers when they order plants, they want pots as well.
Yeah.
So, ang ginagawa namin in the past, bumibili kami sa China. So,
Okay.
we buy big amounts of pot,
And then
which is so
here.
important here. My husband discovered people who can make, Filipinos who can make here.
Okay.
Who's in the theming business. He fiberglass. So, hinire namin sila for part-time after their work.
Ang galing naman. So is it cheaper than getting it from supplier from China?
Cheaper because we're making
And then you're giving the opportunity for kababayan.
kababayans to do it. Meron ding ibang lahi, but yung pinaka-head nila is kababayan.
Ang galing.
We work after their shift.
So you manufacture na?
We manufacture na. Wala pa kaming license noon. And then we got a very, we got a very good project,
Okay.
big project sa Dubai Hills Mall. We got 1,000 pots
Wow.
order. We didn't have a choice but to make it as another business.
Okay. Yes, it's another problem na parang bigyan mo na solusyon, di ba?
So, since ganun kalaki na yung in-order nila, it needs to be licensed. So, nag-license kami. Now, we're not just making pots, we're making art sculptures,
Wow.
and yung theming in the theming business, yung mga, we have projects in Saudi, we create planets.
So you expand mo na parang hanggang Saudi na ngayon. Umaabot na yung
We
product
just
niya.
opened a Saudi branch.
Wow. Congratulations. Ang galing naman. So that's the second business. After 4 years, ang bilis Sana all. Di ba? Parang yun. Ang galing. So ilang taon na? Kasi obviously nagsimula, dalawa kayo. Your husband and you, tapos siya yung mag-isa, tapos first heart.
Tatlo, siguro.
Tapos ngayon, ilan na?
80.
80 employees. So, 18 pamilya ang umaasa sa negosyo nyo ngayon. Ano yung mga challenges part na parang, di ba kasi meron yan Kasi sabi nga nung iba, pag nagtatrabaho ka, may challenges na yan Pag negosyo, constant
Yeah.
Roller coaster ang buhay sa pagnenegosyo. Gano'ng kakatibay ngayon? So far, kayong mag-asawa, pinaka-biggest challenge sa pagnenegosyo na talaga namang, kaya ba natin to? Na parang uupo kayo mag-asawa dahil seryoso yung problema na kailangan natin pag-usapan. Di ba?
Yeah.
Di ba? So, can you share us about maybe a couple of, di ba, parang, kasi ang gusto ko lang mangyari, yung makakapanood, oy, okay, so ito pala yung, di ba? So, to inspire other Filipinos, other, di ba, sa makapanood na video na, pag nagnegosyo tayo, dahil na, kay Ma'am Joanna, napanood ko, ito pala yung nangyari, ito yung ginawa niyang actions. So, sa tingin mo, ano yung share mo na, isang talagang biggest challenge ever, tapos na-overcome nyo? Yes, we made it, di ba?
Okay, so meron akong hindi na-share sa'yo. In between.
Okay.
So before the fiberglass business, we opened a car garage.
Car dress.
Car garage.
Car garage. Okay.
And
So when you say car garage, what it is?
yung maintenance, yung gumagawa ng kotse.
Okay, okay.
Mas nauna yun kesa sa...
So,
hindi ko na binanggit ngayon kasi...
sa tatlong business na. Okay, so ang dami mo ng negosyo. So, okay. So,
Wala na.
wala na yon. Okay.
Meron pa lang.
But that's fine. Okay. So, nag-exit ka doon.
Yes.
So, you sold the company. So ilang taon tumakbo?
From 2022 hanggang ngayon.
So,
Hanggang December lang matutulog.
Wow, ang galing. So, nag-exit kayo ng, was it, nasa business plan? Yung exit ng mas maaga?
We were trying to sell it since the pandemic.
Okay.
But we could...
No one's buying it. But now, I see a Filipino, opportunity sa
Yes.
nakabili.
Oh, yes. So,
Diba?
and i-interviewin mo yung nakabenta. Okay. I'm so grateful.
Spam ko?
Hindi, babae.
Okay. Akala kasi parang ako nasa automotive siya, di ba? Auto luxury cars ba yata. But then, sobrang nakakatuwa lang na, di ba? Kasi sa akin, building the business is a one thing.
Yes.
Then, you grow it, then you exit for that business, and then you pass it on to another maybe friend, a Filipino friend, or maybe kahit hindi friend basta Pilipino pa rin ang nakabili. Sarap lang, di ba?
Oo naman.
Oo. So, tell us about...
Yung challenge namin na gusto ko i-share sa'yo, we had a lot of challenges, especially in that car garage. Kasi that's not our source of income talaga. I mean, the Cultivate and the Dream Lab is
That's the core.
core.
That's the core.
Especially Cultivate.
Okay.
So, we're trying to sell it and then nasunog yung buong warehouse complex namin in 2022. Kakabukas lang namin.
Was it purely accident doon, di ba? O hindi naman sinunog?
Hindi, it's
just
it's caused by our neighbor. And then we're really blessed by God kasi hindi nasunog. Kami lang yung natira.
Wow.
Yung buong warehouse complex na tunaw.
Thanks, God, Nick.
Kami pinasok lang ng usok. But we cannot operate because
Of that.
lahat ng electricity and water tinanggal na. We had to move everything on different
Location.
which is
The very challenges, di ba? Na parang you're just moving from there. How many years it's been operational,
22.
22 years.
2022.
22. So hindi, nag-operate yung business doon. Kasi para sa akin, moving one to another is, another expenses.
Kami na-inject ng pera.
Yeah.
Yun yung challenge.
Okay. Ang laki, di ba?
Malaki.
But then, the fact na na-survive at nakapag-exit kayo, di ba? Sa exit kasi, exit point, I mean, kahit na hindi mas maganda kung nag-100x, that's even better. So, nag-10x ba after exiting? So, I mean, yung mga...
Paano mag-exit Ngayon pa lang, ngayong end of December.
Kaya nga, so dun sa nation, sa capital, di ba? Kasi you know how much you make money in terms of how much capital and how much hard you work in it. Nag-10x ba? O nag-100x?
Bumalik lang.
Talaga? Break-even lang?
Break-even lang.
Okay. So still, but at least...
Break-even. But
Bored din
we're
yun
so grateful because if it was sold during the pandemic, ang late lang ng...
Tapos hindi worth it yung effort.
Oo, totoo. But it happened at the right time. There's a reason for everything. So,
Okay. So at saka sa akin, by the way, so kung may failure man, actually it's not a failure. Kasi nakapag-exit ka, nabili. Bumalik yung lahat ng gastos.
keeping my fingers.
Oo, di ba? So lahat ng negosyo mo, kauna-unahang business yun dito di ba? Yung tinayo ni husband.
Yes.
Tapos, in the past, siya ba walang failure at all? Na businesses na... So that's the first ever business?
Yes.
Wow. Alam mo yung mga tumatama kagad sa una, ano yan Parang, kasi kasabihan ng iba. Believe ako din sa part ng chapter ng buhay yan na lumalagapak, di ba? Natatalo, kasi nga maring hindi alam. Pero, yun po, ito, para lang sa mga nakakanood, yun po yung advantage ng tumatama dahil siguro, una, alam niya yung ginagawa niya kasi. Tagal niya nang ginagawa yun bago nang ginawa yung trabaho So, ang laking factor nun, in my opinion. Kapag alam mo yung ginagawa mo at matagal mo nang ginagawa at ginawa mo sa sarili mong negosyo, chances are, maliit yung risk in my opinion. But provided na, kasi yung sales na lang kliyente na lang yung pararamihin mo. Diba?
It's not just that, Vic. We're in the UAE.
Yeah.
We have to earn the trust of big developers.
exactly.
So, and we're Filipinos.
Okay. Ano?
That was a challenge for us in the beginning. That's why I'm telling you, we worked on our marketing.
Okay.
We spend there to put ourselves up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Galing.
So, yun, may effort.
Oo.
Unfortunately, may effort because we're Filipinos.
Yes.
We're not British people.
I understand.
American.
I understand.
Yeah.
So, well, but sa akin naman siguro nagiging bukas na. But sa akin kasi, di ba, parang, the thing is though, di ba, we're Filipinos, we known for, di ba, tawa-tawa lang kahit puro problema, di ba, very positive. For me, ngayon, nag-iiba yung, di ba, sa ospital, ibang level yung recognition ng buong mundo sa nurses, correct?
Yes.
Sa nurses, pag sinabing Pilipino yan, di ba, ibang level.
Of course.
So, respeto sa mga kababayan nating Pilipinong nurses. Pagdating sa hardinero, na Pilipino, na-train din ng proper, na nasa England for example, mag-excel din yan Gagaling yan na hardiner kahit hindi yan iba yung pag-garden sa Pilipinas, di ba? Kasi I think this is as a culture, di ba, na parang we're giving 110% kung ano yung
Always.
gagawin natin. So, but then, hindi mawawala yung discrimination di ba? Kasi foreign country tayo unfortunately. But then, the fact, kasi parang ngayon makikilala at makikilala, once na, kasi sa akin importante yun na once na nakapag-close ka ng deal, for example, taga rito, local, hindi naman Pilipino, pero bumili ng produkto mo o ng service mo, it will multiply kapag maganda yung relationship mo as, di ba, service provider man yan, di ba, kung may produkto kong nabentahan, kawang Pinoy, pero bumili, hindi na Pilipino Ibang level, di ba? Ang sarap. Sa case nyo, ano yung mga, bukod sa, obviously, sinasabi mo ngayon na may cultural sometimes, na hindi naman mawawala talaga yun, I think, is there forever. Diba? Pero, ang maganda lang siguro, diba, parang ngayon, yun nga, parang dito sa Dubai, at least, nagkakaroon na ng pangalan, Pilipino may-ari niyan.
Yeah.
Nagkakaroon ng respeto somehow.
Yeah.
Diba? Ang sarap ng pakiramdam.
Oo naman.
So, ngayon, paano nyo nalagpasan itong mga, yung dalawang example na binibigay mo, para lang sa kalaman ng iba, pag may business ka na hindi worth it yung kinikita dun sa effort na ginagawa mo, you would rather exit and sell it to someone that maybe they could nurture, di ba, ng full time. Kasi siyempre, third business yun Kumbaga tatlo na yung, di ba, na parang, kasi ito yung core, you giving more time sa core business, obviously. Ikaw, sa inyo?
Sa amin kasi, of course, obviously, when we started, sobrang excited namin. Gusto namin magka-biz. Kahit anong makita mong opportunity, you want to grab it because you have this entrepreneurship mindset. But as we mature, we learn that we have to focus on our strengths.
Yeah.
So we had to let go of things that doesn't work.
Correct.
It doesn't worth our time. Kasi yung time namin ngayon, it's...
Yeah. Kasi parang habang tumatagal, kung 500 per hour ka noon, dapat after 10 years, yun na yung value mo And you know that. Kasi, iyan yung gauge mo Is it worth it pa doing this one? Then, yun, parang yung sinasabi mo. Kasi parang, okay, we putting, let's say, 2 hours for that job, but then, that's not paying even our hourly rate. Why would you keep doing that? You would rather exit or sell that business, or reinvest that money, fund to this core business, diba? Or diversify to something that maybe aligned din dun sa gusto mong gawin, diba? Kasi ngayon, ikaw, tanungin kita, dun sa exit nyo, saan mo i-invest o i-diversify yung?
We will put it ilalagay pa rin namin
Sa core.
Sa core, especially sa fiberglass, because we're building that as well.
Wonderful. Galing. So, okay. Medyo yung oras ang dami natin gusto pag-usapan, but then siguro magpa-part na tayo. So, may naka-lined up. Nakaka-inspire yung istorya mo at kumbaga, ang layo na ng narating mo. At sa tingin ko, sobrang layo pa ng mararating mo. Ramdam na ramdam ko sa iyo yun. Mensahe na lang dun sa mga kababayan natin na maaring, di ba, kasi lahat naman tayo dumaan di ba? Sabi ko nga, shout out lang kay ate kahapon si Nanay Past na sobrang kilala dito sa Dubai. Isang kasangbahay na super proud na naging kasangbahay siya, 'di ba? As in literal hard work. na dating, alam niyo naman yung paggawa ng tinapay, bakery na siya sa Pilipinas eh. Na somehow parang yung iba, pag tinignan mo, pwede bang gawin sa ibang bansa yan? Diba na parang, ang nakikita ko kasi yung iba na parang, they stopping it because they thinking about, is it gonna work or not? Pag binigay mo yung puso mo at yung oras mo at naniniwala ka sa Kanya, kay God,
course, yeah.
it will happen.
Yeah.
Diba? So sa akin, para sa'yo, ano yung mensahe na gusto mong ibigay? Maaring may makakapanood nitong pagod na OFW talaga namang, diba? Parang, wala nang nakikitang liwanag.
Ang message ko sa mga kababayan natin, I know it's tough. Hindi madali.
Oo.
But kasi we're born not, we're not used to taking risks. You should step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to fail.
Yeah.
And never quit. Yun lang.
Yeah.
Kasi yun ang I think pinaka-hindrance sa atin as Filipinos. We okay na tayo. Okay na tayo dito. We're always contented with this. I mean, we have to learn how to think bigger, dream bigger. Hindi naman siyang bayad eh.
Yeah.
And if you have that kind of mindset,
It's just a mindset, correct? Diba? Para sa akin, in my opinion, I was the same eh. Diba na parang sa akin, the reason I was kind of skeptical of even investing for property, for example, I don't know how, is it real na hindi ba ako mawawala, matatalo dyan? O, parang gano'n. Pero when you understand, diba, na parang, it makes sense. Diba? Na parang, you would know, but then, it's a question of, ano ba yung gusto mong gawin? Kasi alam naman natin lahat, na maaaring may trabaho tayo ngayon, na ginagawa lang natin is just for the sake of, parang ano yun eh, alam mo yung hamster na taikot-ikot doon. Yun na yun eh, naging kasi the reason people keep doing that because it's a safety net eh. Regardless of,
it's comfortable.
di ba na parang tatanggap naman ako ng pera regardless eh. But then, the chances are, kung may gusto ko talagang gawin at yun talagang gusto mong gawin, sa akin ang advice ko lang parate, di ba na, kung may gusto kong gawin at na-enjoy mong gawin yun, passion mo gawin yan, pisan mo na. I'm not saying na mag-quit ka kagad, di ba? Try mo lang, wala namang mawawala eh. Kung hindi mag-work, at least you did try.
True.
Kung nag-work, di mag-iiba yung usapan, di ba? Pero kung hindi mo tinry at wala kang intention i-try, di ba? It's never gonna happen.
True.
Walang masamang magkamali. Ang dami ko ng lagapak, 'di ba? Kung bibilangin ko yung lagapak ko sa buhay, hanggang ngayon, 'di ba? Parang the Jesus itself, 'di ba? Nabuo ko to pero I'm not sure. 'Di ba? Nakikita o hindi kasi para sa akin hindi na yung pera, secondary yung money. But then I'm hoping, 'di ba? Na sa akin, 'di ba? Magsi-50 na tayo, malapit-lapit na, 'di ba? At least yung nagawa ko, 'di ba? Tumatak at sana maraming na-inspire. Yun lang yung aking, that's the soul.
Gagawa. Alam mo kung bakit? Hindi. Because you invested in yourself.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kasi you did not, hindi mo ginawa siya in the hard way na ikaw yung mag-iisip kung paano gawin. You hired a coach. You worked with a mentor.
Yeah.
And he fast-tracked your way towards your goal. That's why you're here.
So, kaya kung may regret ako, yun lang eh. Kung may regret ako sa buhay, 'di ba, na parang sana, 'di ba, noon pa, bago ako nag-start out, sa early start na nag-start ako ng business, dapat nag-mentor ako. Yun lang yun.
Okay lang yan. It happened Fridays, yeah. Okay lang yan.
So, but then, at least ngayon, 'di ba, parang sa amin ngayon, kung nasa sana ako ngayon, 'di ba, I'm just hoping na marami pang pagdadaanan, marami pang mga challenges, pero go lang. 'Di ba, sabi ko nga, itong ginagawa namin, 'di ba, mahirap. Of course, hindi madali, di ba? Pero, ang tanong kasi, may purpose pa yung ginagawa ko? Kasi ako, more purpose-driven na ito eh, yung Global Success Stories. This is my calling, I think. Kasi, dalawang beses na ako naiiyak, di ba? Na parang, somehow, di ba? Yung emotion kasi, pag pinamahan, iba yun eh. Pero yung connection, at saka, yung mararamdaman guts eh, di ba? Na parang, baka ito na yun. So, habang tumatagal, di ba? Parang, in a matter of April, so ilang buwan yan? Wala pang 1 taon, di ba? So parang 8 months. Parang may realization kahapon at saka nung sa Roma. Kay Ate Rochelle, salamat at di ba? Tapos kahapon si Madam Beth, di ba? Na parang somehow, parang mas, fuel ulit eh. Ito yun eh. Na parang pagod kami, okay ba talaga, di ba? Kasi sabi ko nga, minsan sa buhay, di ba? Yung kahapon lang yun eh. Kahapon ko lang na-realize yun. Yung salitang kumusta ka, 'di ba? Normal naging sa akin yun yung isang realization ko doing this job, na pag may nakakasalubong ka, tropa, kaibigan, kumusta? Pero sa atin parang naging, ano ibig sabihin, bago ko sinabi yung kumusta ka, naging norm na parang hindi intentional na, sincere ba yung sinabi ko sa'yo na kumusta ka talaga? Parang naging norm na parang wala lang. Pero yung kahapon si ate, parang nung sinabi, how are you? Pagbukas ko ng pinto, nagkaroon ng ibang malalim na meaning yung pagiging kumusta ka. Because of this what I'm doing now. Diba? Sabi ko nga, araw-araw may natututunan Diba? Lalo sa pakikipag-usap sa mga isang katulad yung, diba? Ang layo na ng narating. So, sa kanya kahapon, nung tinanong ko siya, kumusta ka? Tapos nag-response siya, okay ako, ikaw, kumusta ka? Pero yung kumusta niya sa akin, parang something, pero parang hindi ko pinansin yun doon Okay lang, bang, alam mo yung normal. Pero nung sasalita na siya dito, ibang level yung intentional kasi parang when you ask someone, ano ba yung intention mo talaga?
True.
Is it sincere o hindi? So dapat pala sa akin ngayon, from kahapon, I just have that relation, na pag tinanong mo yung isang tao, be intentional.
Yeah.
Be sincere, and then, kumustahin mo siya na ang expectation mo, sabihin mo sana, kahit stranger ako sa'yo, totoo yung sagot mo.
True.
Kasi okay ka ba o hindi? Kasi minsan, okay lang ako, pero hindi Diba? So ang iba So sabi ko, ikaw, paano mo ginagage? Doon ako parang, yung follow-up question ko doon sa sagot niya, hindi ko na masabi. Alam mo ibig sabihin? Kasi I was burst to tears. Kasi tinamaan ako Kasi ako yung tipong, normal na nga diba? Yung pangungumusta mo. Tapos hindi kasi intentional. Parang, how are you? Parang kasa lang.
That's the reason why I built the community.
Diba?
The Filipino Circle. Kasi
Sarap
naramdaman ko yung gap dito sa UAE.
Yeah.
That Filipinas, well, I want to focus on Filipinas.
Okay.
And I want to gather all of us. So that meron kaming support group. That's why I...
Galing. Sila may lineup na parang ganon. Tapos sabi ko nag-connect na gusto rin tumulong sa Pilipino. Which is, if you can imagine, all of us as a same mission, diba? Na parang Pilipino tayo, tulungan tayo dito. Tara.
Yeah.
Lahat tayo uplift, diba? Angat tayo lahat, diba? Sarap Kasi kung may magagawa ang isa, instead of, yun kasi yung crowd mentality na nandoon, hindi naman mabubura yan. Mahirap gawin yun. This is so much challenge. But then, if ako willing gawin yon, na sana may matulungan ako, willing kang gawin yon, willing diba? At kung lahat tayo na nagninegosyo, magtulungan in a collaborative way, correct?
Yeah.
Helping each other to genuinely, diba?
Yes.
Tara, diba?
It can make a difference.
Absolutely. That this is now, ito yung sinasabi ko na parang iba yung happiness, iba yung fulfillment na nararamdaman ko habang ginagawa yung GSS. We are very, early stage of this thing, diba? This project.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you. I mean, natutuwa ako at grateful ako magiging parte ka nito, diba? So, sana, diba? Magbunga at may magawa tayong mas mabuti pa para sa ating mga kababayan. Yun from sa puso. Walang script, hindi yan. Galing sa puso ko sinasabi ko yun. Diba, sabi ko nga, minsan nga, diba, nung nag-start ako, wala akong pakialam Kasi it will happen Kahit gano'n ka I'm not saying nagpapa-impress, diba? Pero sa akin, kapag galing sa puso mo at hinihingi mo sa kanya, diba? Wala namang sugarcoat dun Makikita naman ng tao yan diba? Ngayon, bukas ako sa accepted ko na mabasa ko din. Kasi pag nasa internet ka, ang daming something diba? Pero at least hindi ako yung gumagawa ng, ang daming toxic online. Sadly, sad reality, ang daming nanonood. Ako mismo, I must admit, pag may free time ako, mag-scroll ka pa. Galit ako sa mga politikong diba?
Yeah.
But then, that's so negative Toxic Pero yung gumagawa ng, diba, something like this, kukunti lang. Kasi nga, unang nanonood masyado. Diba? Pero at least, may 3, 4 na na-inspire. That's more than enough. At least mayroon. Araw-araw ko gagawin yun, may 4 na dami rin yan O kung isa na lang, araw-araw, 6 days in Dubai, makapag, diba? 6 na araw, 6 na tao ma-inspire ko.
You'll be surprised with the stories that happen within.
Yeah.
because the things of what you're doing. Yung mga stories na nangyayari dahil sa inspiration na binibigay mo.
Yeah, that's the hope. And
Nagulat na ako, ano nangyari? May business na siya?
di ba? Sarap lang. Well, I'm just hoping sana one day, di ba, na may magre-reach out sa salamat po, di ba? Pero that's the ultimate goal of mine na kung may man nakapanood nag-convert, that's for me is priceless eh. Walang katapat na pera yon. Nang dahil sa akin, yumaman ka. Nang dahil sa akin, nagsimula ka.
Yeah.
Sarap eh, di ba? Parang, wow.
Dahil sa akin, nag-resign ka.
Oh, yeah.
Maraming stories akong ganyan.
Absolutely. That's the dream for me, di ba? Parang fuel yun eh. How can I do more?
True.
Sa akin ngayon, makonvert ko yung 6, di ba? Pero numbers, that's the thing, di ba? Hindi magsisinungaling yung numero. Pero kung mas marami talaga, in the short period of time, di ba? Parang sa akin, my dream is, di ba, millions of Filipinos eh. I'm not hoping na magko-convert lahat maging PRD. Pero ang sana, di ba, maski man walang 0.0% o 0.01% na maging negosyante.
Oh, well, I mean, para sa lahat ng pagiging
Naman, pero at least may inspire ka.
inspire, and they can always go up the ladders sa
Absolutely.
corporate world, di ba? Ang daming mga CEOs dyan na
Totoo, di ba? Sabi ko nga,
Filipinos din. Marami rin. So,
laban lang.
let's keep believing Philippines.
Awan niyo sa Pilipinas, mahal natin yan, hindi na mawawala yan. That's home, kahit saan naman tayo magpunta, di ba? Na parang sarap pa rin magbakasyon, sarap pa rin. Pero sa nangyayari sa Pilipinas ngayon, di ba? Parang as a OFW, parang you're
I know.
safe of it, di ba? Kasi hindi na nawala eh. Parang palala lang ng palala. Pero may magagawa ba tayo apart from praying na sana magbago, di ba? For us, di ba? Kasi karamihan naman talagang ikaw, di ba? You've been given to the opportunity to live this forever if you wanted to, right?
Yeah.
So, kami fortunate enough kasi, di ba, nagkaroon ng equally dual passport and
Yeah.
lots kind of stuff. It's different. It was a privilege for us, di ba, na mabigyan ng ganon. So, there's so many advantages for us to travel without, not require a visa. That's one thing, di ba? Na parang, okay, tapos kahit magnegosyo ko rin sa ibang lugar, okay din. So, but, sarap magkumpitohan talaga pag tinitingnan ko yung oras. Oo, so, okay. Mama, so, ito na lang. Mensahe para sa younger version mo. Younger version mo. Oo, younger version mo. Na, kung kakausapin mo si Ma'am Joanna na ang layo na nang narating at malayo pa mararating, anong gusto mong sabihin sa kanya?
Younger version ko.
Oo.
Good job. You did a great job. Keep doing what you're doing.
Galing.
Keep fighting.
Aha. And then, don't change, change for, you're a very positive person. And, natutuwa ako na nagkaroon ako ng opportunity ma-meet kita at magiging parte ka nitong GSS. And that's from the heart, right?
Salamat.
At sana, di ba, in a collaborative way, mas marami tayong matulungan kababayan natin. Hindi lang sa Dubai, hindi lang sa buong mundo. Kung saan man dadalhin tayo ng journey na to ng GSS, we could, alam mo yon, same purpose, same mission sa buong mundo na makapag-uplift ng Pilipino.
Yes.
And sana sa ginagawa natin, mapadami pa natin sila. Ayun lang yon. So, ito na lang. Opportunity, baka nag-hire ka as an HR dito sa kumpanya mo na ngayon. Di ba? Baka nangangailangan kayo, baka may mga Pilipinong nanonood ng kailangan ng trabaho na kailangan nyo ngayon or maybe in the future. Di ba? Saan kayo mahahanap? At alam mo yon, just this is your chance to promote whatever you want to promote. Kung ano yung mga plano mo. Diba? Kasi tayo, pwedeng wala pa sa negosyo pero may plano. This is your chance to, tell us our kababayan na may gagawin ka, ito yung ginagawa nyo. This is your time.
So I think the message I want to send to all of you is yung the Thriving Filipino Circle. That community is close to my heart. It's an events company, but we are a community of like-minded Filipinas who celebrate the desire to succeed. We are very inclusive. We invite both entrepreneurs and employees
Wow.
to come together and to celebrate our sisterhood. So we meet in a bi-monthly basis for coffee. Sometimes we have events that are paid and sometimes free. We organize events that are linked to personal development, goal setting, things like that. So, ini-invite ko kayo na mag-join, and it's one thing that you will never regret.
I'm sure. I mean, iyon yung nawala sa London, ano, kasi nawala na yung ganong grupo namin sa London, di ba? Sadly. But then, well, I'm just thinking another, different angle. So hopefully, kung mababalik ko din yan sa community sa London, I'm just hoping mabalik din yun. Kasi ang sarap nung ginagawa nyo. Kasi I was part of that kind of, mentorship and just, ang sarap lang makisama sa mga, you surrounded yourself with successful people or doon sa gusto maging successful na nag-uumpisa. Sarap eh. 'Di ba? Parang another different level of fulfillment.
Yes.
'Di ba? So ang galing. Sobrang kung may matutunan kami dito sa GSS din sa mga proyekto nyo.
Thank you.
Just let us know and we were happy to collaborate with you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And
So Instagram and WhatsApp para saan kayo hanapin. Thank you, Joss.
we have thrivingfilipinacircle.com for our website, Thriving Filipina Circle in Instagram and Facebook.
WhatsApp number? Wag na. Baka maraming calls in eh. So okay, so just go to the website and then hopefully just contact them on the contact form. And then hopefully, di ba, kung may matutulong si ma'am or kung mayroon kayong gusto itanong sa kanya kung paano siya naging successful, nagme-mentorship, correct?
We do events that
Events for just, okay. Ang galing.
related to that.
Yeah. So, di ba? O kung ano man, baka may advice na mabibigay. Ito, si ma'am madaling, I don't know her before, di ba? Parang, anything, bukas, madaling lapitan. So, lapit lang, di ba?
Ang advice ko lang is, like what I've said a while ago, just keep going. And don't be afraid to fail. Kasi it's part of the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Always fail forward so you can stand up
Okay.
well and start again.
Okay. Kung may gusto kong pasalamatan ngayon sa mga taong sumuporta sa'yo, apart from your husband, sa parents mo, or maybe kung kaibigan, this is your time just to say thank you for anyone to say, I mean, this is the time. I mean, this video, as a filmmaker, di ba, this is a side of memories that we could, hindi na mangyayari ulit yung pagkakataon na to. Sa mga taong gusto mong pasalamatan, di ba, na parang sa akin kasi, minsan nakakalimutan ko yun eh. Importante sa akin ngayon yun. Parang, I just remembered. So, alam ko yung umalis ka sa parents mo, di ba, na parang hindi maganda yung pag-alis mo. But, bilang nanay na ngayon, alam mo yun na okay na kayo.
Of course.
Di ba? Mensahe lang sa parents mo kung makapapanood nila ito. I'm sure they are so proud of you already. Di ba? Kung may gusto kong sabihin sa kanya na baka hindi mo nasasabi sa pag-uusap niyo sa telepono, this is your chance.
Well, thank you sa mom and dad ko for always being there, for accepting me for who I am.
Mm-mm.
They're always there. Whatever I do, they're just there, always proud of me. Maraming salamat sa inyo. And I love you. And of course, my brother who's always been there as well. We actually became closer nung umalis ako.
Galing.
Kasi when we were together, he was a teenager. 4 years yung gap namin.
Nandito naman siya ngayon?
Pinag-away. No, he's in the Philippines.
Okay.
But he's always there for me as well. Like my best friend.
Galing.
Yeah. Thank you. I love you.
So yun lang? Anything else that you want to say?
Of course, I want to thank my husband who's always been there for me. He's my rock.
Yeah.
He
Diba?
believes in me. Yeah. He's always there. I want you to meet him as well.
Of course. Sabi ko nga, gagawa tayo ng series. Marami. This is the beginning.
And of course, God, I won't forget God. He is always within me and I'm so grateful. Always grateful.
Wonderful. Ang galing. Okay, thank you so much from the heart. Ayan. At salamat, ma'am. At talaga namang, we're honored to have you here.
It's such an honor to be here.
Oh.
Salamat.
Thank you. So, this is the beginning of, hopefully, in the long run, ang dami natin pwedeng gawin. So, as a face of representation of the GSS in Dubai, and hopefully, we can conquer UAE, diba? O Middle East as a whole. And beyond, diba? So, let's, make it happen. At
Kasi pa
salamat.
ako nakakapuntang UK.
Let's make it happen, diba? Punta tayo sa UK. Anytime you want to go, just let us know and we will assist you and we will help,
Thank you.
Galing. So, salamat, ha? So, ayan, mga kababayan, maraming salamat po ulit sa panonood. Sana po ay nakapulot ng aral at inspirasyon ang episode na to. At talaga namang, sobrang kinikilabutan ako. This is so special, this episode, dahil ikaw yung representation. Pumayag ka, 'di ba? At napili ka namin dahil alam kong mas marami pa tayong magagawa sa tulong mo, 'di ba? Dito sa UAE. So thank you so much, 'di ba? So ayun po, kung kayo po ay nag-enjoy at may natutunan at na-inspire, paki-share po yung video na to para mas marami pa tayong Pilipino at mga kababaeng matulungan. Maraming salamat po at hanggang sa muli.